do that. Close that out. That's on automatic focus. I think we might be crooked. Are we crooked?
I think so.
Did we solid?
I think we're good.
We're good.
I think so.
All right.
Tell me that it's real. This feeling that I feel.
Bad boys.
Tell me, baby. This and try is all we have to do.
Did y'all do daddy issues
It's
today?
up to me and you.
Oh, so you could have came at 9 a.m., huh?
No.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you didn't.
Good. I got shit to do. I'm so behind.
So behind. Yeah, me too.
Trying to. I gotta go to Charlotte this weekend.
Yeah, let's get it.
North Carolina.
You're not in the mic, bro. You gotta put that right in your mouth. Pause.
Wait, I'm
Bring
right
it down.
here.
Okay. There's a difference between this and this. There's a difference. But you know what? Go off, sis. Go off.
Go on, razor. Take your shirt
I'm
off.
just letting you know. You know what I'm saying?
Just around like a helicopter.
Yeah.
North
I
Carolina.
had the opportunity to watch CT's Hour special yesterday.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot. Flappers.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, shit. I was like, yeah, I'll be there. I'm gonna miss it for the world.
And you missed it.
Straight forgot. Dang, what did I do yesterday?
Nigga, that was like less than 12 hours ago.
Wait a second. I'm thinking. Where was I yesterday? I was available. How did I forget? I just talked to him.
Dude, that's CT. He's a very dramatic person too.
Mm-hmm.
He had said, because he had everybody in the back in the green room. He was like, the fact that all y'all showed up and people that said they were going to come and they didn't actually come. These are my real friends right here. So if I could, can I just pray with y'all, man? Just to stand. Thank y'all for having a tight circle, a tight knit. Not working. Something needs to be charged.
I gotta hit him like.
Nah, it's too late, bro.
Bad. Yeah, I forgot all about it.
Okay, that's what it was.
I gotta tell him the kid got sick or something.
Yeah,
man. The kid in there. I forgot.
But it's I know he don't want to admit it. He never will admit it. But you can see like the I have an hour to do. So you can see like this joke ain't really ironed out yet. So it was great to kind of have us flush out certain thoughts.
Yeah.
Like you gotta land it with this. Like this joke is like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it plateaus. You gotta land it with this.
I think he only has to do a half hour though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe because I was there when Lou. I wasn't. Yeah, I think they only did a half hour.
But why did he say I'm doing my whole hour?
I think he's just working out his whole hour.
Okay.
I think. I mean, maybe it is. I thought it was 30. I thought it was 30 last time.
Definitely feel like an hour.
I'm sure he
30
did.
Goes fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, keeping this, not doing that, not doing this, keeping that, and done.
Have you done an hour before?
Mm-hmm.
Have you
Easy work.
Yeah. On purpose or like you was fluffing?
On purpose. But it was just having fun, I think I come in and out of material well from like crowd work back in
you
material.
do.
Yeah, so it's easier. I have a little easier task of doing that.
I do have some things I want to talk to you about. Am I in here yet? Nobody in here yet? Golly.
Oh man, I found a heater yesterday. I remember that joke.
Oh,
about the suits. I didn't. I was.
Oh,
like,
did you watch it?
No, but I just remembered. I was like,
yeah,
I gotta remember that one.
Yeah.
That one was.
Yeah, the way you produce your life is.
What you mean?
I really don't like working with you.
What you mean the way I produce my life?
Because you had said, "Hey, I need you to do me a favor. Like, can you film my set?" I said, "Yeah,
no,
I got you."
I didn't say that. I just said I just wanted some BTS. I needed to film some things. I didn't need you to film my set. I wanted the crowd. I wanted the people I wanted the food. I just wanted stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I didn't want you to record. The set's being recorded.
What did you hear?
What do you mean?
What did you hear?
What do you mean what I hear?
What did you hear?
That you just said?
Yeah.
You asked me to record your set.
Right. I didn't get to finish my whole premise. Exactly.
Continue.
You said, can you film my set, right? Okay, let's switch to B-roll. Can you film my B-roll? All right. Mm-hmm. I said, yes, absolutely. Can you do me as well? You said, yeah, sure. So I get off stage. I'm like, where is his camera at? So I'm in the back. I'm asking, like, you seen Chaz's? And I'm like, I hate this dude. I hate him. He asked me to do this. I'm going to be a man of my word. I can't even find his camera. I see your camera wrapped up, twisted up because of this. Luckily, I know how to use it. Right. Luckily, I know how to turn everything on.
Right.
Your settings is all bad.
Your stuff be looking good though.
Because so the reason why it looks good is because
I mean, I don't know anything, so I'll be like, yeah, things are great.
So it can look good if you bring like never go below like 60 frames per second. Mm-hmm. And then your ISO should never be on auto. Mm-hmm. It should never be that high. Mm-hmm. So then your f-stop was just like, I was like, exactly. So I was like in my head, I was like, this is why them little black lines be in it, because it's, you know what I'm talking about? You ever see a film? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I think you told me that earlier. I haven't seen that in a while. But like stuff me and Shantae be shooting now, I'll be like, this shit looks great. Yeah. But I would just start up some of the stuff you told me before.
Yeah, I gotta show you again, bro. I gotta show you again.
But no, you know, I had a lot of what I wanted yesterday. I shot some stuff, and then I know you shot some stuff. I was great. I was like, oh, that's good. I just needed enough to put together for a promo. Like, yo, here's this show, here's the food. But half the food was gone by the time I even got to record. That shit was gone quick yesterday, Sunday.
What time did they open up? Because I got there like 6:30, and it was almost gone.
6.
I was going at 6.
Well, we had people start coming in at 6, and I had the comedians who come in at 5.
Yeah. Oh boy, it was there for a long time. Why you gotta come so early?
Because I had to get everybody's stuff. I think I get everybody's interview, and I can't because it's one thing that I like to be able to stagger. So while we were doing it before, we were doing it on the main floor, right? And so I would have people come in, and there's a crowd in there, but I was like, I can't be here, get everybody's, everybody's interview, right? And still get myself ready. So I was like, I still need a minute to be by myself for a minute. You know what I mean? So yeah, people come in at 5, and then Trent just wants to make sure everybody's there. But I also tell comedians, man, I'm like, you guys are doing an actual production. If you guys were on a set, you would be there from whatever time to whatever time, you know. And it's only mainly close to 4 hours. Yeah, usually by 5 to 9. Then we feed you, give you a room, and you know. So because some people comedians ask like, I gotta be there so long, and I'm like, what's an actual production? Yeah. You know, I go like, anytime you get on the set, you're gonna be there for hours. You're gonna work for 1 hour, be there for 12, right, and be like, can I sit here and blah blah blah. Yeah, so that's why I try to help you.
That makes sense. Well, yeah, that makes total sense. What up, Reggie? Undomesticated Jean up in this thing.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening? I can't see you.
Shit. Yeah, I forgot you don't know how to do it. So somebody help me. Yeah, it's all good. Let me get my life together.
Help me, please.
Doing one production at a time.
Help me, please.
Yeah, I'll let you right now.
Oh, yeah. Try not to yawn in y'all face the whole time.
You definitely did.
Yeah.
Definitely did. On purpose.
Y'all. You guys are boring me. They come in here for entertainment. Well, entertain me. Was just watching Dion on Squadcast, almost equal to D size. Love the analogy.
D size. Oh. I was just telling Chaz that
D size.
Yeah, dick size.
Oh.
Your Instagram numbers. People like it's hard to book shows. They were like, well, how's the Instagram numbers? It's pretty much like saying, how big is his dick? Like, sex with him. Should I book him? Y'all there should have sex with him? How big is his dick?
You just hit that 10K. No. Yeah. Someone else mentioned one of the videos. Is that why it's popping now? When did you do Squadcast?
I did 2 weeks in a row.
Did you mention the show?
I did. Actually, Tahir did.
You suck, nigga. Is that why people started rolling in all of a sudden?
I think so.
All this time and many times as you've done, you haven't mentioned it once. Damn,
because
garbage.
Here's the thing. If they ask, I would say it. But the problem is usually like, how y'all feel about blah blah blah? I'm like, yeah. I could be like, oh, we did talk about. I could plug it in like that, but it's never like,
thank God,
what y'all working on.
Thank God for Tahir.
Cause what Tahir said was, I just did Chaz and Dion's podcast. It's one of the best podcasts out there.
Shout out to Tahir.
And then he had said it is one of the most uncouth podcasts. He's like, it's like y'all start off a topic and y'all just keep latching on to something. It's like your boy needs to create a cartoon around their audio, man, because we just kept going and building. It's a wild ride. Yeah.
Thank God for Tahir. Dion don't give a shit about the pod.
I don't.
Hey Dion, man, we give you $500 to promote your podcast.
Dion, it's a punishment being here. This is a punishment, young king. I do have some. You got something to talk about?
Nope.
I got some topics to talk about.
What you got?
All right. Because this is oh my God, I can't look at that picture no more. I did this on purpose, but oh God. You only have one attempt to complete your choice. All right.
Okay.
Would you for $50,000 catch an NFL punt?
Okay.
You're gonna get one chance to do that.
Okay.
$100,000 to make an NBA free throw. $250,000 to return serve from, is that Nadal?
Nadal, he's a tennis player.
Okay. And $500,000 scoring NHL shutout goal. $1 million to save Redondo penalty shot.
There's only the easiest thing on here is the NBA free throw.
That's easiest.
Yeah, I don't know why catching the NFL punts at 50. Because it's not that easy.
Because it's doing this.
It's not only flipping. It's like I don't know how many people actually like to catch a foul ball or like even that, because it is a harder thing to gauge this, how far back is going, running backwards if you have to, running forward you have to with that ball spinning. It's tough to catch.
Well, let me add this. Fourth quarter, no time on the clock. You and the away team, and your point will put your team over that pressure for the NBA.
Either way it goes, I think the free throw is the easiest one. Catching returning a serve from a dial,
It never played.
And I think it's gonna hit 90 to 100 miles per hour coming at you.
Yeah.
NHL, I cannot skate.
Can skate, yeah.
Let alone hit the puck in the direction it's supposed to go to with accuracy.
Yeah, you're right.
How close am I?
Yeah.
Like, how close am I to the goal?
Yeah.
And then save a penalty shot.
You're 100% correct. You
ain't no way.
You're 100%.
I'm gonna be able to save a soccer goal from one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
If you can get anywhere near me, I'm dodging.
Right.
I'm not getting in front of that.
Oh, that's one-on-one. Save a penalty goal. Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break an ankle. I'm gonna get a concussion.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening.
You 100% correct.
But a catching an NFL punt, there's only two things in here I could actually do, and that's catching that punt or a free throw.
And do I have football gear on?
Yeah, even harder with the gear on.
You gotta make sure your face mask don't hit it. I've seen that happen.
Even harder with the gear.
Oh, hold on. Oh my God, yeah. That NFL catch needs to be a little bit lower and higher, because imagine the people coming like this.
Oh, if I had to do it in game, hell no. That should be terrifying. Remember, they changed that rule a few years ago, because before they could light you up.
Yeah.
They could be able to light you. Now they have to wait for you to touch them. They should be like, as soon as you touch it.
Yeah.
Laid out.
Yeah.
And then they catch, and I know you hear it.
Yeah.
I know.
the clacking of the shoulder pads.
And you know, no, ain't no way.
Coming for you, motherfucker.
I'm doing a fair catch every time.
Yeah.
Now, still, even a fair catch would still be tough.
Right.
No, you gotta have. I think the free throw is the easiest thing to do. The kids hit free throws on a lucky shot. A kid can hit a free throw on a lucky shot. Sure, a heave.
Sure. But I think the pressure of the end of the game. Yeah. I think the end of the game, it should, that sort of pressure. Like your boy
100 grand is good pressure. I need that.
Yeah. Your boy missed it 9 seconds left on the clock. The dude from the OKC. This is the reason why they lost. He missed tall white boy, lanky OKC.
Oh, Chet.
Yeah. Chet he missed 2 field goals, and it was 9 seconds left, and they ran down and shot the 3-pointer.
Could have iced it.
Yep. I promise you, he might not be the same after this series. Because remember what happened with Nick Anderson?
Nah, he won't be like that. Chet's young though. Chet's in his second year. This is his first full year.
Yeah, but you remember what happened with
Nick wasn't no rookie.
He wasn't?
No. This is Chet's. I think last year was his rookie and he was hurt. Yeah. I think this is his first full year, or was last year his first full year?
You get a bunch of people calling you a bum.
Nah, Chet's young enough to get out of that.
You would think
and their first seed. Why?
Because if you're a veteran, like this happens all the time. I've heard worse.
Nah, my thing with him is that he was never the same, right?
Never. That's what I'm saying.
but to be as good as he was, and that's the thing with Chet. Chet, we haven't seen his ceiling yet. Mm-hmm. I go he's got a long way to get over this and grow. He's got a long career. Chet was like, I might never make it back here,
right?
Because that was in the finals, wasn't it?
Yeah. And they won game 1, right? I think they won game 1, and then after those missed free throws in the second game, they lost the rest of the 4. Yeah, mental.
Or do I got to get tackled? I don't think so. There was this thing that was saying, do you think you have a better chance of hitting a baseball off of a pitcher or throwing a 10-yard pass, right? And context matters because the route matters. I'll go are we talking about in a game?
Yeah.
Because if it was an NFL game, I don't think I could. I think I don't think I could do either. I don't think I could hit that baseball, nor could I be in the backfield and hit somebody doing a 10-yard route.
Yeah.
Knowing
that people are
not only coming at you, but there's a defender on them. There's probably a linebacker going back in coverage.
Right.
I'm not gonna throw no 60 heater, on a dot. That's
a much better question.
And then somebody's running that. I'm like, yeah, are you scrambling at the same time, or is it just
right?
We're just out here.
And you got to know the coverage.
Yeah, because if we're talking about a pitcher machine doing 70, I have a better chance of hitting that ball with that pitcher machine, I think, than I would doing a 10-yard or some coverage.
Yeah.
That's a different.
Because also the pitcher is throwing either fastball, curveball, knuckleball. You don't know what they're doing.
He got to throw one pitch to me. If he's throwing 90 miles per hour, don't change.
Don't change.
Because people don't realize how fast that's coming.
Yeah.
It is coming at 90 miles per hour, and it's a small white ball.
Yeah.
That's flying.
Right.
It's not red.
Right.
It's not blue.
Right.
It's a small white ball outside.
Yeah.
Flying dead at you, bro. It is. And that's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard that if you do it 30% of the time, you're top.
Yeah.
300 average is incredible. That's a really great batting average for baseball.
Yeah.
So if you're only at 30%, you're an amazing hitter.
Imagine getting struck by it. That's I don't know how fast a human hand can strike a person, but I should look it up to see.
It ain't 90 miles per hour.
Because this is essentially a baseball, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if I don't know if
you can shoot your fist out. Come on!
No, man, I'm talking about by hitting somebody in the gut. Is that considered?
This finally means you go through somebody's body, right? Man. If people throw out that hole with shoulders, throwing a ball.
Let me tell you something. I would say the next 10 years, not proud of this. Next 10 years, I might have shoulder issues.
Mine is that. I'm thinking about doing surgery.
Yeah, I doing swim moves. My arm used to always come out the socket. Oh, always swim moves. One of my best moves.
You like
Yep. Always came out the socket, and I had to kind of slap it back like Mel Gibson on Lethal Weapon. Against the wall. And man, never got it fixed. And it's on my shoulder, so it was just it wasn't like I'm like wincing every time I like. So I do feel it when I do like this. When I get my seatbelt, like this
little thing.
Yeah, and then when I do like this, I can hear. Yeah.
So yeah, mine makes noise every time I move it.
Yeah. Like, can you hit someone and pull an organ right, guys? What?
And pull an organ? Oh, right out. What are you talking about?
Oh.
And pull an organ up. And then was it Dumb and Dumber when he had the visual of him fighting in the restaurant and he pulls the guy's heart out, puts it in a doggy bag? What age can I show that to my daughter? I can show her now, right?
Yeah, this is so dumb right now.
So great, bro. I gotta show her this movie.
Right. What sequel was? Let's do comedies. What sequel that was phenomenal years ago comes out and it was just as good or better?
Sequel
comedy. Everybody always say Terminator 2.
Does Ninja Turtles 2 count?
You think that was better than the first one?
Or as good?
It became wacky. Oh, it just became like a Friday 2. It was like, what are these wacky noises now?
What are you talking about? It was great.
You remember when House Party 2 came out? And the Pajama Jam? They had the going on, like popping the popcorn. I was like, what? Don't they had the little Balkan Skull music playing?
Balkan Skull.
I was like, these little noises, man.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I wonder how old Balkan Skull. Those guys had to be 30 doing that. Random power. I wonder where those guys. You don't ever see them in any Comic Cons.
Nope.
Balkan Skull. Hilarious. Oh wow.
Yeah, I hated it. I was like, because the tone just changes. I hate when a movie hits as a cult classic, we're on a shoestring budget.
Yeah,
we're doing the best we can to hold this and finish this movie out. And it's like, it was a success, y'all. Let's add everything. Let's go over the top. We got a bigger budget now.
Big budget coming,
and you just see a bunch of wacky colors and all these sponsors and what do you got? Cross colors in here.
All right, let's name some sequels because some are really bad. Zoolander 2 was god awful. Zoolander 2.
I never seen the first one.
Zoolander was a good time.
Yeah.
They did what was on? Dumb and Dumber 2 was terrible.
You think it was terrible?
Dumb and Dumber 2?
Okay.
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't know about bad.
I remember laughing at one part, but I remember being bored as hell in there. What was the other one?
Nobody liked Anchorman 2.
Anchorman 2 was horrible.
Damn, yo. I tell you one that was horrible that I wish never existed. I wish they did it like the Terminator series. It didn't happen. Y'all. We're just gonna do another one. Coming to America 2.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Heard it was
It was a bunch of sketches, man.
They say it was Cameo to America.
God, dude. It was just like, who wants to be in this movie?
I do.
And it was like, what can we do?
Whoever tweets us first.
Like,
and then Hangover 2, I remember liking
that movie,
but I remember being like, this is exactly what you guys did last time.
The sequel.
Yeah, but I remember it being fun still. But
yeah, it was great. It was still funny, but it was a sequel.
Yeah.
As in, like, you did a sequel as
because it's exact same thing. You drugged us again?
Yeah.
Like, oh, honey, I blew up the kid.
Hold on.
Come on now. Come on now.
I don't know about the first one though.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
The first one was fire.
The first one was fire.
Because there was an adventure of the children. The blew up was more of, we gotta protect our child, a bunch of small people. But the maze through the backyard to get to, that was beautiful. That was art.
That was a good one.
That was art.
I remember liking Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. I remember it being fun, but I don't quite remember. Oh, you know what wins?
What?
You know what I think wins?
Come on.
Home Alone 2.
Yeah. Lost in New York was.
That was.
Yeah. And it wasn't the duplicate of the first one.
No.
It was great that he actually left Chicago.
Yeah.
I
think.
Yeah. And I'm actually pissed, but I'm excited that they didn't do 3 because
they did a 3,
but not with Macaulay Culkin.
He said he was done.
He's like, I'm old. I'm an adult. I have children myself.
Get that 3rd one, Macaulay.
Yeah,
Macaulay should just do it now.
Yeah, with this as an adult.
Kid,
And he had the same parents.
I think everybody's still alive. Man, you gotta do it now.
I think the dad died recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw him and his mom in the commercial.
Oh, she is hot right now.
Yeah.
I love her.
She's blowing up again.
What's her name? Jennifer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't think. She's in Last of Us. She's in Studio. A lot of TV shows. Yeah, Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, man, that's
comedies.
A good one. Yeah, I think Home Alone 2 right now is on top.
Is that
followed closely by Ninja Turtles 2? Secret of the Ooze, baby. Yeah,
Secret of the Ooze was so disappointing for Super Shredder.
Yeah, I wonder. I also wonder because of today's time, that fight scene would have been crazy. But yeah, they were like. But I also heard that they felt like it was too violent. I heard like the first one they felt like it was too violent, so they watered it down.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I was
of course
5 or 7 when it came out.
Right. Yeah, Rush Hour 2 was solid.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, snaps! Bad Boy 2. Oh, snaps!
That's another.
Bad Boys 2 was a good time.
Wait a second. Okay.
Oh,
Rush Hour 2.
Yeah.
Is my favorite one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Boys 2 is my favorite one out of that franchise.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But here's the thing, though. I don't know the difference between Rush Hour 2 and 3. I don't know.
They're in Paris in 3. That's when they had the big Asian dude who came out.
But remember, they was in Tokyo for the second one.
Yeah.
So in my head, those I think.
Well, not Tokyo, but yeah, they're in China.
Yeah, they were China. So the first one was
in LA.
Yeah, and then they flipped it.
Mm-hmm.
They were in China, and they had to go back to LA to finish it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it felt like the same thing happened on the third one.
I think the third one they did pretty much the whole thing in Paris,
and
it was like the triad thing. And that's when that beautiful.
The fact you think lets me know that they really try to recapture that same lightning in the bottle.
Well, I remember not liking it when the third one came out. I remember being disappointed. And when I watched it again with my nephew, he was cracking up. Yeah. Like we watched them back to back to back. He was dying, and I was like, you know what? All right. I said, all right. This was fun. But I just remember seeing Chris is older and all this other stuff, and I was like, all right. But it was still fun. And then
y'all need to chill. This next Friday is better than the first one. Y'all need to chill.
Hell no, I'm not even close.
Y'all need to chill out.
Next Friday better than the first. Y'all not even close.
If you ask me, I'll go Friday 1, Friday 3, then Friday 2.
The same. Exact same.
Yeah.
2 was just like, you know what it seemed like? It seemed like they got a big budget, of course, but they forgot to finish the script. And they're like, when is the shoot? Right now? Okay.
If y'all ask, what was this movie about? I think y'all say the scenes more than anything.
They're gonna be like, it was about them trying to get the money to say it's the same. It's always about some money.
I think it was something like
3 was definitely way better than 2.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, all three Fridays is about getting some money before at a deadline. As soon as it was 10 minutes in, when I seen Pops do this little wacky whoa, and he's sitting in that dog poop, and I said, this nigga had a cartoon. Whoa!
Didn't he even do like he was like in the porta potty? Like, I'm going in for 45 minutes in the porta. I was like, you don't have to do this.
You don't have to do it again. And then Stanley was there, ironically, on the 10 freeway, way out. Just ironically, yeah. And why Q can't keep the same love interest? And every single girl he had a different.
Q was toxic. Clearly, for sure. No, that's not a good one.
Yeah,
I remember watching it being like, this is bad.
Yeah, and the colors, the way they shot it, it was like everything was like super bright and like vibrant.
Bottom tier.
Yeah,
bottom tier.
Just like Ninja Turtles 2.
What are you talking about? The ooze is top tier.
You know the color and the look of them changed dramatically.
You know what you don't do? You don't go back and you don't watch it again. You take it as you remember. I did that with Little Ninjas. What was it called?
Surf Ninjas.
No.
What?
3 Ninjas. I watch Surf Ninjas again and still loved it. Actually,
Well,
I still it was goofy, it was silly. It was exactly what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Three Ninjas.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Loves Emily.
When that dude dumped that ball, I was like, "No, this is." And then the fights, I was
and then you can see the little wacky little henchman get beat up,
waiting for the kid to kick him in the neck. Oh, terrible! I don't know what about a child's brain. Goes, whoa,
yeah. But Three Ninjas, yeah.
Surf Ninjas is still my shit though.
Yeah.
I rock with that today.
Yeah, it was a song in that movie that it was stuck in my head for a long time.
That was the
yeah.
No, it was the oh snap! Hold on. It was the
oh, take my hand. We did the rockin' and rollin', rockin' in the river, bop.
Went to the dance, looking for me. That was my thing, bro. I love that so much.
There's a lot of fake songs in movies that becomes the theme of movies.
You know what? I've never seen Titanic. However, is that the biggest song off a soundtrack? Or Whitney Houston off a Bodyguard.
So you're trying to say what movie soundtrack, what soundtrack music?
What's the biggest one? What's the biggest song?
Seeing that Celine Dion has to close her concert out with that. That's her problem.
Well, Whitney never got a chance to get her residency in the Vegas. You know, she never got a chance. Imagine a Whitney Houston Vegas residency would be crazy.
But also, this is not fair because it's not even an original song. Because it's a Dolly Parton song.
But still, it was still bigger on the soundtrack. It's not like she made it big. When that song is made and someone else comes up and they say, "Man, this shit was sung whack. This is how it should have been."
Yeah.
I can't think of the Whitney song.
Hold on. How about
wait, give me the Okay.
Yeah.
She was killing that thing.
Yeah. No, we're talking about what song
is bigger. What soundtrack is bigger?
What song on a movie is bigger than the movie? You think that? You saying that?
Oh, no, I didn't say bigger than the movie, but because I don't know if I can say that Celine Dion's song is bigger than a Titanic movie. Right. It was the highest box office for a long time.
Right.
And I think they feed each other.
Yeah.
But Whitney's song is definitely bigger than Bodyguard. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Because I don't even know what the Bodyguard storyline is.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you, but that song was fire.
Yeah.
But what song was the biggest?
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. What? Happy by Pharrell. There's a Despicable or the Minions. Come along if you
over Celine. Hell nah.
Nigga, I'm looking right now. Who got the most views on YouTube?
Wait a second. Titanic wasn't even around. YouTube wasn't around when Titanic was out. That's not a fair judgment. It was 97, 98.
How are we supposed to judge this then?
Off of impact. You were there. Which one was everywhere? Happy was bigger than Titanic. Celine Dion song was bigger than that one.
They have 24 music videos. Every hour they put it out.
Just because we live in an era where they just numb you to death.
Your children.
Ooh, I Believe I Can Fly, Space Jam. Ooh, that was big.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it over
I'm
Celine Dion.
Here's the thing, man.
Happy, hell no.
Baby Shark is the biggest song of all time.
But
children.
This is different. This is like, it's the YouTube song. I go like, forget that. Take it with the movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember Happy being like, oh man, that song is killing off of Despicable. I wouldn't even put them together.
Oh, we're talking about Frozen now. They're throwing them out now.
Frozen, that's a big one.
Let It Go.
Ooh, Let It Go.
Oh.
If you go into Disney movies,
Good job, growing.
A Whole New World.
Yeah.
That was a monster.
What's Lion King?
No.
Is it Kuna Matata or is it?
Kuna Matata was big. Or Can You Feel the
Nah.
Love Tonight? That was bigger than Kuna Matata.
If you ask, what is the biggest song on Lion King? I'm certain they will say Hakuna Matata.
Over Can You Feel the Love Tonight? They had a whole video for the Elton John.
How does it start off?
What? Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't tell you how Bodyguard starts off.
Honestly, I think the opening number is bigger than Can You Feel? No, that is bigger than Can You Feel the Love Tonight.
Yeah. I remember the beginning of that. Since we arrived on this planet, but I saw that recently with the kid. I know all the Lion King songs. That's crazy. Just can't wait to be king. All right. Okay.
They didn't play Hakuna Matata on the radio.
Under the Sea. I remember Under the Sea being big. I remember hating that movie though. But I was also a kid. But I thought that movie was stupid.
Nah, I think the one with the fork is bigger.
The Beast.
What is this?
Beast.
It's like oh gosh, he was like, what do you call it? Isn't that sweet? Yeah. I can't think of the chorus part.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dang, what is that song? Is it that song?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah. That's like that song is the Welcome to Your World. Yeah. Welcome to my world. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That song. Yeah. Part of their world. Yeah. Part of your world. Whatever it is. That song, right? So there's every musical has a song that is like the
crescendo.
Yeah. So it's like and I Am Telling You I'm Not Going from Dreamgirls. That's like, oh, here it comes. We all getting ready. Here it go.
You're gonna love me.
Yeah. Yo, I remember I knew it was coming. Yeah. I was in theater and I heard it was I'm chill about it. Yeah.
Killing.
You're the best man. So Aladdin, I would say
Whole New World was crazy.
Yeah, A Whole New World. They had,
yeah. Don't you dare close your eyes.
Close your eyes. He said, I paid good money for this rug. You ain't gonna miss out on this good shit.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Whole New World is topping them all.
All of them? Out of all of them?
If you say what is the biggest song on Aladdin, you're gonna say A Whole New World.
But is that the biggest song off a soundtrack ever? That's a major one.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that's a heater. That's a problem to deal with.
Right. But also you gotta factor in that it was sung by real artists that had a hit.
Who?
PB Bryson and
was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They went on and that's their
I tell you what, this isn't gonna win, but it was better than them all, which was a Goofy movie. What was the song called? What Powerline was his name. It was by Tevin Campbell. When she said it, I was like, Tevin Campbell had me rocking, bro.
Yeah. Here's the thing, I've never seen Goofy movie.
It's great.
Yeah.
Goofy movie.
I keep hearing it's great.
Was great. Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic movie. All right, that's a good one. Aladdin. And I don't know any, like, does Bambi had a song? I don't know. What about
Beauty and the Beast?
What was their song?
Beauty and the Beast is people don't like this. I love Gaston.
What's the song?
The Gaston is like God. No one. No. That's the song. But in the ballroom when Beauty and the Beast is dancing. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man.
That's a movie I never went back to as a.
Come on, y'all, help me out. What's the Beauty and the Beast song? When they had the dope little computer effect for the first time in cinematic history.
Losing me. But that Fafo song, James Ingram, the whole Chestnut song. Fafo, what's Fafo? What's a Fafo song?
Nah,
Be Our Guest?
Be Our Guest is fire.
Be Our Guest.
But I'm talking about the one. It starts off with Angela Cranberry, Hansberry. Angela. She's like she opens up the song.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, he sees her suntan and he do blah blah blah. He does this and it's in his eyes. And she's narrating the song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, man? Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all, help me out. What's the biggest Beauty and the Beast song?
I don't know it. No.
Is Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah,
Beauty and the Beast. That's the name of the damn song. It's the name of the song. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's like, but I can't think of how it starts. Like Beauty and the Beast, but the build up is better though.
That's not hitting me.
Help me out with the opening intro, y'all.
Hitting me at all.
Yeah,
Space Jam was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I believe I can fly. Is saving R. Kelly from getting electrocuted.
It's like, all right, sing one song and say you like. It's like.
That's what the noise is he getting fried. Oh, that's the same note he made when he was getting
R. Kelly in the chair.
Turn it off. He sung I Believe I Can Fly, man. This is the nigga that saw Step in the Name of Love.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Turn it off, man. Woo! He said, thank y'all, man. Normally I don't do this, man, but keep the frying going. Now this is the remix to it.
The remix to Electrocution is crazy.
Yo, the remix to Electrocution. Woo, boy.
God damn, that's
yeah, there it is. Tell as old as time, true as it can be.
Oh, okay.
Barely even friends.
Mm.
Then someone again.
We Don't Talk About Bruno was big.
Yeah.
That took the world by storm.
I hate the movie though.
Why?
The movie just it didn't feel complete. It felt like a pilot of a TV show to me.
Probably could have been. That was good. I'm trying to think. What else was there?
Yeah.
Oh, you know who had a big one too?
What?
Skyfall.
Oh, yeah.
Adele's.
Yeah. You bring her back in this bitch, huh?
That was a monster. That was probably a song bigger than the movie. And I thought Skyfall was dope, but that song was Skyfall.
Look, there's a headline right here.
Smokey Robinson sued for what? How long ago was this?
This just
allegedly.
This just got released, y'all.
But how long ago was the assault? These women be waiting 50 years to come forward.
For those who don't know, Smokey Robinson has got sued for alleged sexual assault, battery for a former female employee.
See, former makes me go, how long we talking?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Because Smokey been in the game a long time.
She won $50 million.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, got at least Smokey.
Somewhere out there, it's James Ingram's song. Somewhere out there. What's somewhere out there?
The goddamn hip Smokey. Smokey 89, yo.
Tina Turner, Golden Eye. I don't remember the actual song, but I played the game a lot.
Oh, that was her song?
No.
Oh.
That's just the James Bond.
Yeah.
Coco. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. What was the big song off in Coco?
Yeah. Coco. Yeah, my daughters love it.
If you talk about top Pixar movies,
yeah,
I might have Coco over everybody.
Yeah.
I might have Coco over Incredibles.
Coco made me cry twice.
Coco was crazy.
Yeah.
I might have Coco over Incredibles and over the first Toy Story, even though people love Toy Story 3.
Well,
I never skipped Toy Story 1.
Slow down.
Because
Coco is incredible, but it's not rewatchable.
What do you mean it's not rewatchable?
I would say twice. Once you know the punchline, it's kind of hard, but I want to cry again. I want to get in this movie again.
There are those movies that are like those masterpieces that you don't have to go back. You go like, I saw this piece of art. I don't necessarily have to go back and watch this piece of art again, but like I saw this piece of art. I felt like that with Ray.
Yeah.
With James. I was like, I don't need to watch this again to realize that this was an incredible.
Right. This is another topic. What are incredible movies? 5-star movies that is a one-time watch. You'd be like, I don't need to go back and watch that. I don't need to go back and watch that. Trauma. It was beautiful. I will say that with 12 Years a Slave.
Precious.
Precious.
Never went back. Precious, that was it. It was one and done.
Yeah.
I said, I got it.
It's like, I don't want no more chicken. I don't want to go to therapy. I'm not getting on the bus no more.
Get Out. What?
Get Out, man.
Watchable.
Yeah, any sort of thriller that has some sort of like twist, you like to go back to watch to see if you know they had little breadcrumbs to kind of help tell the story.
No, that's one you gotta watch over.
Somebody said Marshall with Chaz.
All the Godfathers. Oh, you tripping? I've seen those multiple times too.
Yeah.
Why you say like you seen them, nigga?
Oh, I was just trying to, yes, and yeah.
I appreciate you, dog. Yeah, I seen them all multiple times too.
Yeah. I like to watch Titanic again because you ever watch movies like, if he just, if he only had just did this, like you try to find like, when the iceberg is coming, when the iceberg is coming, like, man, they could save so many lives.
Swerve.
Yeah.
Swerve.
Right. So another thing they didn't talk about, there was a key that somebody did a reveal. There was a key in the lockbox on the watchtower of the Titanic that had the button to turn the light on to watch ahead.
Oh. And
the person who had the key never made it on the boat.
Oh, wow.
So they were just looking like this.
They're just in the dark.
Yep. And for the sake of the movie,
wouldn't that be something you would just check first? Be like, hey, we got the light box. It's like, you don't need it.
I mean, these are 1990. They probably be like, you got to get a hold.
But they're not the first giant boat to go out there.
Yeah, but they probably just thought like, what is the odds? And it's indestructible.
Who's the first person to do a cruise ship, dog?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of pirates was like, hey, you know what? we should just enjoy we need some women.
Yeah. I tell you, the cruise ship, they was like, let's get some niggas over there in Africa.
But ships were on way before that.
Yeah.
But cruises don't seem like a great idea to me.
Right. You been on a cruise before?
No.
Yeah.
That big boat scares the shit out of me.
Yeah. What's crazy is
I go for some money though.
An amusement park on a cruise ship sounds insane.
Yeah, I mean, they be having rides and
like, roller coasters and Ferris wheels. And I'm like, how well they're operating this, man? Like, what is up under here? What's in the engine?
When I see a cruise boat, I go like, oh, y'all don't respect the water. I'm waiting for the ocean to fuck y'all up to be like, oh, nigga, you think it's soft out here? Huh? Yeah. Oh, you think I'm gonna just raise all this up?
You know what's terrifying? I did a yacht before, and we did it like 8 p.m. And we got back like at 10. And it's just in the Pacific Ocean now, right? It's just in the Pacific Ocean, nigga. When I tell you, you can't see nothing.
Yeah, no.
And look, listen, Chaz. Imagine looking out in the abyss.
I get it. I've seen it from the beach, looking on like it's dark as hell out there,
and you can see tiny little lights because the land. I'm like, nigga, I don't ever want to do this. It was terrifying.
I'd be like, shout out to sailors. I don't know how y'all,
like up, down,
it's dark.
And I said, I don't even know how deep I am because you're essentially just flying hundreds of miles. Because it could be just fishes like, one of these niggas just dropped something down, or our human.
Hey man, I love the water. Yeah, I love pools.
Yeah,
I love little lakes. I am not getting into that ocean.
Yeah,
it has to be worth years rent.
Yeah,
for me to jump on cruise. People pay to go on water. It's crazy. I just don't.
What if you get paid as a comedian?
It had to be a good amount, bro, because Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. I would do it, but I would stay away from the round. Like I know I'm on a boat, but I'm not going nowhere near the edge. I don't want to see it. I just want to experience the camaraderie of we all could die. I want to just like watch my children. Which I do. Y'all did what?
One wave and I'm panicking.
Yeah.
Like all I need is shit.
It's the same as an airplane.
Yeah, man. Anytime you hit some turbulence, I panic.
Let me tell you, if I had an opening ally of somebody screaming, I'm like, yeah, me too. I don't want to be the first one screaming.
Hey man, I remember once we all did. Oh, everybody. Our plane was shook. They were all like, the nervous, we barely made it live. We all was shook.
I was trying. We'll come back from Dayton. That mug was like, I said, man, and I'm trying to be cool. I was like, nobody else is screaming. I said, I ain't gonna be the first one screaming.
I'm scared.
I said, y'all good? Everybody good. So this is just normal to y'all. All right.
And so then when I fly and it's turbulent, that whole motion sickness kicks in.
Yeah.
And I get hot. Yeah. And the sweat starts. And I have to shit. And we were going to Hawaii, and I was right by the bathroom door. Yeah. And I remember I saw this old lady. I was like, fuck her. I
Get out of here. It's mine.
I saw her coming a mile away. I said, I was right by the bathroom. I'm in here. I'm going to sit in here. Yeah. Maybe have panicked. When my body overheats while I'm sitting down doing nothing, that's
terrible.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. But
I'll be sitting down, chilling.
Yeah.
Sweat dripping. I'll go, oh shit. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta get out of here. Start taking off stuff. I gotta get out of
here. Yeah, nigga. I remember me to hear Twills with his yacht, man, and I was the only one getting motion sickness. I was getting seasick, and I was trying to be cool because everybody playing cards and spades, and I was like, that's it. And I was like, you guys have those pills, and I tried like discreetly ask the crew, if you get motion sick. I said, yeah, just go lower. Like, don't be on the top. Like, it's better to be lower and you don't see the water. So let's go lower. And I'm you good, Dion? I'm sweating. And they gave me the little bracelet with the little
goddamn thing.
Yeah. And I'm trying my best to, because I was the life of the
until
and then they was like, you good, man? Yo, I just saw what you said. I was like, and I had like
you gotta come up here and see this right next to the water.
I had a big drill hanging on and it falls like I was like, somebody call my mama.
We tried boats when I was younger, man. Too many throw-ups.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, that's this.
And what's really wild is this thing about the slave ships of like people.
I mean, that's the thing, dude. They were shitting and throwing up on each other, bro.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about this? I wrote this story based on a guy who was he was a trader by like profession, like he trades goods to like all of northern Africa and up to like Europe, right, like Spain. And so he spoke like multiple languages, and he comes back home and he finds out that his kid was stolen into slavery. And so he winds up and he tracks him all the way to America and brings his kid all the way back. That's the story in a nutshell, right? And within that story, I wrote a sub-story about this black, like African mermaids. So when they started throwing slaves off of the water, I wrote a story. You see like a guy who falls off and then like a blue light was coming towards him. And then you kind of, this is like in a comic book kind of thing. Not a comic book, what do you call them? Graphic novel.
Yes.
And so, but in that, I wanted to start this own one when it was a whole tribe of African mermaids who adapted to the water. And so when they started seeing slaves come off, they helped them transition to the mermaidhood, by some magical, thing to get them adapted to the aquatic life. So then, but I always thought it was better than, I hated thinking that like all these cats would just jump overboard, or man, they would tie them together, the metal stuff, and just drown them. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a horrible, anybody who was sick and they weren't going to make it, they tossed them over, chained them down to each other, and they just threw them off, and they would all drown. So that was like my way of saving an entire, you know, what I mean, saying like, oh no, you can't just get rid of us as a whole new life. So it was kind of like the beginning of the like Atlanteans, was
right. Wow.
behind that. I actually got to make it all out eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, that was a way better ending that these cats deserved than what they got. And it's also one of those things we kind of talked about a couple weeks ago about within it being a slave story, something different, right? Like a different version, a different take on this story, but still their story getting told, because all those guys we'll never hear of them and what happened to them, and you know, stuff like that. I forgot what that little passage was called. Anybody know what that passage was called? When it was still from Africa to over here, but
yeah, I know you're talking about that. Middle passage, yeah.
Middle passage, something like
that. Middle passage. Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, I really feel like it'd be a great revenge story if some sort of is it DNT?
Deity, like a god?
Yeah. Had granted a bunch of slaves mutant powers. And then they were just like, listen, you guys have been faithful to our God and your master. Yeah. Now it's time for your freedom. Right. I'm going to grant you guys all individual powers according to your strengths. Blah, blah, blah. Your freedom is within you. Yeah. And now they are all granting their own powers, like, you know, teleportation and speed and strength
and Black Panther. He was a mutant, right? He was like one of the first mutants.
They didn't mention it as that.
What's his name?
The dude from the rock that comes from space?
No, my bad. The villain in Black Panther 2.
Oh,
what's his name? I'm blanking on his name.
Kukulkan. But his name is Namor.
Yeah, didn't they call him didn't he label himself as a mutant in that?
He's the first mutant.
The first mutant.
But they didn't mention it because they don't own the rights to mutation yet.
But I think they might have.
They got it now.
Right.
They can say mutant in Marvel. But they just called him Aqua God. Transatlantic
slave trade. Transatlantic Express.
Moyo so smart.
That's not what it is.
What up, B?
What up, B? What's happening?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you. I don't know who the winner is of the soundtracks that we went a long way away.
This is for open ended.
Who's a comedian who had the best string of movies and then a string of flops immediately?
Like stand-up comedian?
Anybody. We talk about the Sandlers and Carries, Will Ferrell's, the Kevin Hart's, Eddie Murphy's,
string of
performances. Because everybody comes out hot,
and then they have
and then they be
bunch of flops.
It feels like
I got you.
It takes some time for someone to be like, "Damn, he's killing it. We've never seen anybody hotter than this."
I'm ready to go in.
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy.
The most flops after being hot.
He was unstoppable. I would say after, like Life, after Life, something happened. It was like Holy Man, and it was Metro and Pluto Nash, and
I think Metro was before.
Yeah, it just felt like something's happened. Like Haunted Mansion. 1,000 Wishes.
They started getting them big old dumb checks, bro. Big old dumb checks.
Yeah, it just became very awkward.
I wonder how many movies he was like, I can't say no to this. All right. So let's go. All right. So Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy. Show me the beginning. Let's go to the.
Oh, remember Dave? That when he was a robot and there was a bunch of little Gabrielle Union and Eddie Murphy was in his head. Pluto Nash came after that. It was just a bunch of like.
All right, so we got 48 Hours, Trading Places. I Don't Know Best Defense is. Beverly Hills Cop. Specials. The Golden Child. Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yeah, he's on fire. Everything was on fire.
We're going out. Harlem Nights, killing it. Another 48, killing it. Boomerang, killing it. Crazy hits. Beverly Hills Cop 3. A lot of people don't like. That's okay. Vampire Brooklyn.
Still solid.
All right. Lady Professor, Metro,
Still
all in
solid.
There. Mulan, Dr. Doolittle, Holy Man, Life. He's still doing all right here. I don't remember Holy Man so much. Life. I remember Bowfinger being hilarious. Clumps 2, Shrek, Dr. Doolittle 2. Don't remember that.
On fire.
Okay, and then the PJ. Shout out to that.
On fire.
All right, so then there was Showtime with him and Robert De Niro.
Oh, this was on the edge.
This is on the edge.
This
Pluto Nash. I Spy was the shit. I don't care what no one says.
It was cool. It didn't do well in the box office.
Daddy Daycare was a boom.
Yeah, this was him with wobbly legs right now. This was
and then the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, that was a flop.
Father of the Pride. I don't know what that is.
Flop. Never heard of it.
Okay, Dreamgirls.
Oh yeah, that wasn't his movie. He was like 5th on the bill.
Okay, Norbit though.
I like Norbit.
How's the comeback?
But people didn't like it. I like Norbit.
Ooh, here comes the bomb.
Here it comes.
This is 2008. Yeah, Meet Dave. Imagine That.
Yeah.
A lot of Shrek stuff. Tower Heist.
Yeah.
1,000 Words.
Yeah. There we go.
Spooky Stories. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was just really, really catering to his children.
Mr. Church.
And grandchildren.
What was that?
Yeah. This is happening, man. This is happening.
And then he came all the way back into Dolomite.
Yeah.
And then Come to America 2.
Yeah.
Oh, and Candy Cane Lane. How was the last Beverly Hills Cop?
You can tell he's out of shape, but it was still funny. It's not brag worthy. It was kind of like, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
But it wasn't like, yo, you gotta watch it. It was like,
okay, Mr. Church was good. It was a serious one. Okay.
The Shrek movie saved his life. You know, Shrek is the highest grossing animated movies.
Really? They made 100 of them. They should.
It's 5 of them.
They just kept doing all the little specials, all the ones. I must put Sandler up there. Bro.
I don't even know why they haven't have a donkey spinoff. I don't know why Puss in Boots got that versus Donkey. We don't even know Donkey's backstory.
I feel like Eddie Murphy would cost way more than Antonio Banderas. I feel like that's the only reason why. Is they're like
this is voice though?
Yeah. I bet you how much you think Antonio Banderas is getting compared to what Eddie Murphy's getting.
I mean,
I bet you ain't getting half of what he's getting. I bet you ain't half. And I bet you he sure wasn't going to take less than what Mike Myers was taking. He's like, I'm in some movies just as much as you are.
Yeah.
I'm half the billing in here. I think Sandler or Will Ferrell might have the worst flops after that.
Oh, no.
What?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Comedian. Because Adam Sandler, he was dabbling in a lot of serious movies. So you can't really consider that.
I mean, a flop is a flop. Were they all good though?
Like this movie is like, I remember something like he was like a shoemaker. Then he had one like Click. It was like him trying to like
Sandler's start is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Then we go into The Water Boy, Big Daddy. Little Nicky was not that great. Little Nicky was actually ass to me.
Yeah.
8 Crazy Nights was solid. You Don't Mess with the Zohan was solid. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
That was great. Grown Ups was a kaboom. Here we go.
Easy.
Jack and Jill, trash. Grown Ups 2, trash. Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, that's a hit.
That was a hit.
They made 5 of them.
The Ridiculous 6. Here's where you start
It was a parody of
a Western, but it wasn't great.
It was funny.
I remember laughing at one part.
I like it.
Sandy Wexler, Week of, Goldman vs. Silverman, Hubie Halloween.
Yeah.
Nah, those are. Oh no, he produced the hot shit. Yeah, that was The Longest Yard. That was a good one. Right? Remember that one?
Yeah.
I'm missing something here.
Yeah, because I think you're only looking at the producer.
Okay, I was in the wrong one. Okay, Water. Okay, here we go. Oh, Wettest Thing was a boom. Here we go. Wettest Singer was boom. I forgot it was on Airheads. My Happy Gilmore. Yep, Bulletproof. Okay, Wedding Singer, Waterboy, Big Daddy. He had I don't see it on here, but 51st Dates was a monster also.
Yeah.
Punch Drunk Love, See, here's where we get iffy. I don't like Mr. Deeds. Some people love it. I thought Mr. Deeds was terrible.
I don't remember the storyline.
I thought Punch Drunk Love was also terrible. Anger Management, then I don't remember that being great. Spanglish, I remember it being cool. It was more dramatic. Click was a monster.
It was dramatic. Yeah, dramatic.
Funny People. Well, that was cool. Just Go With It. The hell was that?
Just go with it, man.
Wait, was that the one with him and I think actually that one was under. No, I'm thinking of Blended. I don't remember Just Go With It. That's My Boy was terrible.
Yeah, I don't remember these movies. Yeah, but I'm sure he has a.
Blended was underappreciated. Oh, The Cobbler. That's what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. He's a shoemaker.
Oh my God. Pixels. I remember that was.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was solid. The Do-Over. What the hell is that?
I like that one too. Him with Rob Schneider.
I don't know The Do-Over.
I love that one. It was an action comedy.
What is The Week Of?
Oh, The Week Of with I think it was Chris Rock.
Yeah, what were they doing?
Yeah, it was one of their daughters were getting married or something like that.
And this is when he was like Uncut Gems was.
Yeah,
I think Goldman vs. Silverman looks like it's more.
That was serious.
Okay, let me see Will Ferrell. We'll check this last one. Jim Carrey might be in that same boat.
I think he just fell off from comedies, man. But I think all his movies, you can't put Jim Carrey in that, man.
Why not?
Because he wasn't doing comedies.
If I can put Eddie Murphy in there, I can put Jim Carrey in there. What do you mean? Adam Sandler has some serious ones in here. If it's trash, it's trash, though.
But I think he wanted to switch his genre.
Yeah, it don't matter. If it's garbage, it's garbage. If it's garbage, it's garbage. They said Will Ferrell was in Living Single.
Maybe he has a tax advisor.
Nah, what was his first? What was his first big hit? All right, Zoolander. He had a big part in there. It's not his movie though.
Yeah.
Boat Trip. Old School was the kickoff. I
like
remember.
it. I remember him in Old School.
Yeah, that's what I remember him in. Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. He was a feature.
Okay, Anchorman being Melinda versus Melinda. Melinda. The hell is that? All right, Bewitched. I remember that being good. Kicking and Screaming was solid. Wedding Crashers. The Producers. Oh, Talladega Nights. That was my shit.
Yep.
Big fan. Blaze of Glory. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Landlord. I don't know what that is. Semi-Pro. Step Brothers. Green Team. You ever heard of that?
He was on fire.
What was Green Team?
I don't know about Green Team.
Land of the Lost. I did not.
I think Land of the Lost was pretty solid. It didn't do well because of the TV show.
The other guys were solid.
Other guys was hilarious.
Megamind did not do well.
It was fire. Stop it, man. They didn't do it.
It didn't do well.
It did incredible on the box office.
They did do a sequel.
They did a sequel and a TV show.
Oh wait, no, they didn't. They did a little special. Did not get a full sequel. Yeah, it wasn't that great. Casa de Mi Padre was actually good, but didn't get appreciated. The Campaign, same, solid, didn't get appreciated.
Oh, was that Gaffanakis?
The Internship, don't remember that? Anchorman 2, hot ass. Hot ass.
Anchorman 2 was trash.
Lego Movie, I guess you can that. Get Hard, garbage.
Get Hard with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
It was a hit, though. It was a financial hit.
Daddy's Home was solid. Zoolander 2 was garbage. The House, don't know that.
You can tell when an actor is struggling when they pull out all them sequels from the 80s and 90s.
We need something.
Hey, is it possible we can bring back Passion of Christ too?
Watson, I Love You, America. I ain't heard none of these movies before. We're just be doing shit. What is all this? They just be doing shit out downhill. Where is this stuff?
He probably helping out a smaller person.
The Shrink Next Door, Spirited. Oh, I didn't see Elf on here, but that was a major hit. Strays, Barbie. Does Will Ferrell have a animated movie?
Yeah, we just said it. Lego Movie.
Well, I guess so.
You think it was real? You think it was live action?
No, but it's not like his.
Well, Megamind.
Oh, yeah.
He was the head.
Yeah, that's true. Too bad it wasn't great.
Megamind was good, man.
It was cool. I liked it.
Do you remember the storyline? Which is very unique.
I just remember it was like some alien baby, and he didn't get any love or something like that.
He was the villain.
Right?
And he actually won.
And he actually comes.
He didn't know what to do. He was like, oh.
Then he winds up saving the world somehow.
Well, he thought he killed the Superman of that world.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, so what now? I didn't actually think this was going to actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great story. And then they had to bring him back to get the help because it's like, I'm a villain. I don't actually need.
They said Chris Rock has the most flops. Chris Rock. I don't remember Chris Rock have a ton of movies that star him, does he?
No. I think he's a co-star a lot.
Yeah.
BC, that's enough.
What?
That's enough movie titles. That's enough. That's right. Hey, yo, B, join us on YouTube, yo.
Make myself wasn't that the Brad Pitt and Superman?
Yeah.
All right, what happens when Dion Light gets his movies? Okay, let's say they say, hey Dion, 5-picture deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get 5 heaters
Mm-hmm.
back to back. Okay,
Original IP
and everything. Right, you're on top of the world everywhere you go. Dion, it's you're global. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, you get a stinker. You make $1 in the box office. Okay.
$100
million budget. You make $1. Okay.
I'm gonna pivot.
It's the worst movie ever in history. You got 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. No one's coming to your shows anymore. No one wants to book you for movies, even though you were the most bankable star now.
Mm-hmm.
But you owe Hollywood $100 million. $999. Okay.
Money back.
Okay, so now, what's the first movie you're doing?
The second, my next movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You just bombed all these other movies.
Yeah.
But you're breaded, right?
Right.
But you're not selling out any tickets. Your podcast is getting no views.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's checked out. This was the worst piece of shit they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay, you played the main gorilla on Planet of the Apes 13. But you were the black. What y'all talking about, man?
What a wonderful day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's the first move we're doing now to get your career back?
I would definitely go to some sort of advisor.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
No one's taking your phone calls. You're toxic now.
Well, I'll play it safe.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna hold you.
You're done?
I'll play it safe.
Okay.
I'll probably do like a reboot that I always wanted to do.
Okay. Okay.
Or
what's the reboot? What we tapping into?
He's
doing what? You about to touch this classic?
I will either do. Imagine doing Back to the Future.
All right. So now, mind you, you just had the biggest flop in the world.
Yeah.
Now you want to go do a classic and Back to the Future?
I thought Steve. Hey, Stevie, what we doing?
Everybody not taking your calls?
Yeah.
You were under what's this company? Amblin.
We need a prequel to E.T. How did he get lost here? How did he get lost?
Prequel.
Yeah, we need a prequel.
Oh man.
Hold on, man. Let me tell you something. I read this meme and it said, what if you went to E.T.'s planet and all of them was wearing clothes? E.T. just showed to Earth naked.
How do people think of this?
You're like, this is why they banned you, bro. Put clothes on. They're like, why you get on this shit with no clothes on, man? What they doing to you down there?
They'll love me over here. They love me.
It's so stupid. They just have to make it like, hey, where are your clothes? What did they do to you on Earth, man?
He tucked his dick in. Wherever he sucked it up in, at least it went inside. He was not here just out here free balling around. Or whatever they have.
Thank you, Mo. E.T. prequel would say, because imagine like it'd be like Superman. It'd be like he have his mom, his dad, and something happened. Did he get crash land here?
I haven't seen E.T. since I was a kid. I don't remember.
It's older than me.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened there.
Yeah. I think we need to see that, man. We need to see how he got here and what happened afterwards.
You're better off doing a movie that has 0 budget. Like just you, like what was that movie when my man was in he was in a grave, buried alive?
Yeah,
you need to do one of those movies.
Buried. That's what's called.
Oh, yeah,
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, you need to do that movie.
But but also if somebody gave you $100 million, and your first movie flopped, that was the movie you're supposed to do that for. But they was like, hey man, I heard what happened with the first one. Do I need to get my money back? Like, no. I got this, boss. I got this. You ain't gonna do like, let me try this again. You're not gonna try it again. You gonna play it safe. You ain't gonna be like, listen, I got this movie called Street Sharks. I know you had a cartoon out, but I bought the IP.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm going full Republican. Okay, because my movie's gonna bomb. Mm-hmm. But you know who loves black sellouts? Republicans. So I'm gonna go be full Trump. Pro-Trump immediately. Mm-hmm. No, Chaz, the worst movie. Forget all that. That's stuff that's not important. What's happening here right now is that Trump is saving this country. Yeah. Okay. I'm leaving all the blacks. I'm gone. Yeah. All right. I'm gone, and I'm going on the white side because they love a coup. Yeah. And I'm back. Yeah. And I'm back overnight. I'm at the White House. Right. I'm chilling. He's funding my next horrible movie called Why Black Shouldn't Be in the Country. It's an animated movie. By Pixar.
B said remake Spaceballs. What do you think about that? It's a parody though. Right? Yeah. You don't really do remake parodies, do it?
But I don't like remaking classics. Like I don't like when people. I don't think I would ever take. It had to be something that wasn't like Meteor Man is a movie that needs. Or even like Blank Man to me, which is a classic to me. I go like, that's a movie to me that didn't get the love appreciation it deserved the first time. Mm-hmm. But like, I would never go touch Major Payne. I go like, no, those classics that are big, huge movies and are standing test of time. Leave those alone. Leave it alone.
But like I said,
leave Britney alone.
The reason why reboots work is because it was a hit for children,
built-in audience.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it.
Now it's like it's gonna work again.
I get it. I don't think I would do a classic like that.
Django 2.
Imagine ruining Back to the Future, bro. You're the guy, and they're only going to compare you to the other one. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Now you could do a young Doc Brown. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You can go back to the past.
I think Back to the Future is a phenomenal name.
Oh, Jesus.
We just blow past that.
Brilliant. All of it, from top to bottom.
Got my phone, dude.
From top to bottom, it's a brilliant trilogy.
The name is great. In my head, I was like, they messed up when I was a kid. They messed up on the name. Like,
how can you go back?
Wait a second. They go to the future, then you got to go back to the future. Okay,
that's a genius.
But I think they should remake it with Tom Holland and Will Ferrell.
Back to the Future. They should not remake it, but if they did do it, that's a solid cast. Yeah. Tom Holland's too old now. Yeah. You had to catch him when he just became Spider-Man.
How old do you think Michael J. Fox was?
20-something.
Tom Holland's 20-something. Okay, Google, how old is Tom Holland?
28 years old.
We're no longer 20-something. He's almost 30. He's past the.
Yeah.
Also, he's been around too long.
Yeah.
I know him. That kid, when Michael J. Fox did that, when he was just playing a teenager on a show. Mm-hmm. So like him going and playing a teenager still made sense.
What would make Teen Wolf like violent?
Right?
Like
you can't make
a horror movie.
No.
Like a horror movie.
You can't make it violent, but you can make another Teen Wolf without the basketball.
Right. Let's make it football.
I remember him playing basketball. I was like, this is stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
If he was a hockey player, he could hide his hair.
Hey, hockey and football works for him.
Right.
He'd just be a hairy dude. That's a better version of a remake.
Right.
I don't know if people love I guess people love Teen Wolf, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they do a TV show?
They did, and it's a big hit.
Was it?
It's a big hit.
Yeah.
I think people enjoy underdog stories with wimps, nerds, dogs. Air Bud was a hit because Joanna Man
was not a hit.
Joanna Man?
What are you talking about as a hit? It's a movie we saw.
As in people love those type of stories of like Mike, when people just like all of a sudden have like a terrible getting bullied and pushed. And
I remember Lil' Kim being in Joanna Man.
Yeah, she was beautiful. Oh, God. Yeah.
We can make Hitch 2 starring Shad
Moss.
Hitch 2, I would love to see Hitch 2. I wish they did another one.
Yeah. With
just those two. Him and Will and Kevin James are great together.
She don't act no more, man. Love interest.
I know.
Eva Mendes.
Eva, yeah.
Yeah. She don't act no
more. So gorgeous. She took care of Ryan Gosling's kid.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah, they got married and such.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
I think she's supposed to start back again. The kids are a little older.
Right.
But no, she's gorgeous, bro.
Yeah. Her little mo.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
That's it. You trying to do another one?
Yeah, we do that.
Thank you guys so much for watching the episode of Lackaroni and Chaz.
Check, please. Do you mind if I give them some more?
Yes, please.
A lot of laughs we cooking up in this podcast. Type in XD is high key the live stream. It's mostly positive conversations, except we tend to get darker than elbows or Wesley. We're sort of popping like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. This is Dad Brothers, Big Ready from Lansing. I'm LackToast, ENT. I guess we paying for the bills, so give us another check, please. I just seen I got distracted. Said Charlamagne and God and John Wick, and I was like, "What?" They're doing a movie together. Shut up, Mo.
Charlamagne and
No. So Charlamagne the God and John Wick producer Baisley, the news company Southland Stories set Jonathan Majors' film True Threat as first picture.
Got you.
Yeah, so I was reading it and I was like, "What? How did Charlamagne get into John Wick?"
Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate y'all. Hey, our channel is finally popping.
Hey, it's happening,
it just
y'all.
started growing. Thanks to Tahir.
Before y'all eyes.
No thanks at all to Dion Lack, who's been on Squadcast last 2 weeks and did not promote one time. But thank God for Tahir more for being the only promotion we get. Appreciate you, Tahir, wherever you are out there. Salute you, sir. Salute you. And then we'll check the rest of y'all next week. However, you're watching it live, please stick around.
Yeah.
Stay a little.
Give me my damn check, please.
Check, please.
For those who are still in this chat, thank y'all so much
for
providing words. Thanks y'all for the one who came in last night. I'm talking last night. A bunch of y'all gave me a bunch of words for me to write, and I wrote it immediately because I didn't do it last week. And I'm telling you, we need money talk too. Yeah. This is old, man. Nobody want to work with Charlie Sheen no more.
Money talks too. You know, it's funny. I barely remember that first one was about.
Wow, that's a great movie, dude. That nigga said, "You were the one with
him and Face on."
Yeah, but he said, "Hey, this your house, man. This is beautiful, man. Let me spend the night." I was just playing. Unless you let me do it. I was just like. They say he freestyled so much of that movie, man.
You know, any script he gets, he goes, "Why did this for, man?"
Yeah.
Oh, nighttime is sleepy time. What you talking about, Moya? It ain't even late over there. It ain't even wet over there.
I'm gonna send you some things, some talking points, and things we can do
For what?
for the next discussion, just to kind of wet the beak. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm flying out tomorrow to pick up my daughter from Louisiana and bringing her back to Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm flying out tomorrow. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. You need to do anything?
Oh, right now?
I mean,
I'm changing my hat. I'm going to put that hat on.
I'm going to change my head real quick. So what's another sequel I'm appreciating or a remake? How many other black movies like that should be remade?
I just realized last time we texted and I asked you to just play. You didn't say nothing.
Did what play?
The Frame IO. The Frame IO. The last thing I texted you was this. I said, "See if this plays." You never responded back.
Let's see.
Those are the talking points. But it's right here. Oh, it never came through. There it is, right there.
What is it?
It doesn't see you didn't play it.
What is it?
The first episode.
Oh, I did. This is what I put on train. I just didn't tell you. I played it for him right when you sent it. We watched it.
Nigga say yes, it plays.
Nigga, I was busy in a meeting with Trey. What you want me to do?
I said, see if this plays. Cause I'm gonna see if I need to send it another way.
Oh boy, this dude, I don't work for you. All right.
You can ask those questions, or if you want, I'll just be saying topics. Oh, this is a good topic.
And I'm telling you, you're gonna love me.
You know a movie out? I'll do one. A movie that's great.
Yeah.
I just told you I do it on camera. Numbskull.
All right. Very mature.
P-Brain.
Very immature. You did?
I'll press record.
Oh.
Since you ain't gonna do it.
You know what, guys? I like that this camera's on so you guys can see the darker side of Lack. You know? The horrible person that he is. It's a terrible, terrible soul.
You see how they be finding all the flaws of Shannon Sharp now?
Now
that he's
they've been trying to tell you about Shannon.
Yeah, there was a clip of him like he said something like, "Shut the fuck up." He said, "Talk to my neighbor." But it sounded like somebody was in his house talking. He said, "Fuck up." He said, "Talk to my neighbor."
Oh boy! What do they expect from Shannon? Like, what do they expect from Shannon? What are we expecting? People start being like, "Oh man, this guy's got skip." I missed that. Skip. Did you hit record?
No.
Me too.
I did say I was gonna do it.
You did.
I did. But also, can Lack get any darker? Sheesh, am I that dark?
Battery about to die?
Freak episode.
It says 10%.
Close the doors on. Huh?
Battery says 10%.
Yeah. That's true, bro. This is my nightmare. I guess we only do one episode. Unless we go ship to the computer.
Whoa. Dan almost died right now, everybody. He almost died right now, right in your faces. I'd have resuscitated him, gave him mouth to mouth and everything. She's talking about your humor, dude, not your skin tone, not your black ass skin tone. Keep, I'm sorry, Lack says in one of your comments. Keep your, what? Lack has a giant head for those who don't know. Keep your freak episode behind closed doors. That's the thing. If Shannon goes all internet, let's say he never goes back on ESPN, he's so big now that he can live freely on the internet and never have any repercussions. Right? Like he's too big. I don't say he's too big to fail, but his platform is too big that he'll always get people to come out. He'll always get interviews. He'll always get, yeah, he'll live online. And I think somebody else will pick it up. You put Shannon Sharp on Stars or something.
Yeah.
It really ain't gonna matter anymore.
But they gotta wait till these allegations go away. Because if you do a crime, like
what crime did you commit?
I think it's rape and like abuse.
The one that he's under from that one girl, from the 19-year-old,
and his original, I think his side chick, the girl who was married, the white girl, who her name was ironically Michelle as well.
Loves a Michelle.
You heard the story? Yes, I think she was his little side chick from like 2011, and they were kind of like sprinkling on and off throughout the years. and she was married,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't want to come out because obviously she was married.
Mm-hmm.
And now that this whole allegations is happening, her husband and her not together, now she's like, okay, now I can come out.
It's tough when it just looks like you're in a money grab. It's hard to take you seriously. It's hard to take you. Now, here's what happens though. This is what happened to Cosby and to Trump and to other people is that one person comes out, then another, then another, then another. Because by the time anybody ever took Cosby seriously, there was like 12. The hell is that?
There's a young group of
they moving in or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Once you start getting to like nobody took Bill Cosby seriously until there was like 10 or something different. He got up to like 20 different accusers.
Yeah.
People were like, whoa, at 20. It took 20 women for them to be like, maybe there's something to this.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it sounds like a money grab, man. It just sounds like it'd be different if somebody was like, oh, I don't want to settle. I want him actually to do time.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would go, oh, okay, you're really into something. But they're trying to once they put out a number and it's ridiculous. 50 million is ridiculous. Isn't that what she was trying to sue for?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Shannon even has $50 million.
I'm sure he does. Okay, Google. How much is Shannon Sharp worth?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
So how old?
But I found something else. Do you want to know what is Shannon Sharp's annual income?
Yes.
On the website yahoo.com, they say, considering his ESPN salary, podcast revenues, and business ventures, Sharp's annual income is estimated to exceed $10 million.
Oh, you're right.
What's an annual? I don't know what his net worth is.
Yeah.
But like people like, is Shannon a millionaire? Absolutely. But he didn't have one of them big mega contracts in them 2000s. They're making a lot more money now than he was making.
Yeah.
In that late 90s, 2000 era.
You know what makes it worse is he was clowning Daniel Rollins
About what?
on this podcast. That's what makes it even worse.
About what?
He was like, so Donnell, let's talk about your baby mama. Where'd you meet her at? He said, come on, man. He said, nah, you got some little young girl, man. What's going on with that? He said, hey, I fall in love. Well, who I fall in love? He's like young girls. Would you meet her at 20, Forever 21? He said, oh man,
He got some nerve.
He said, come on, man, you got to date somebody your age, brother. I said, nigga,
you got some nerve.
Yo,
Monique was on his butt.
Yeah.
Did you hit record?
I think I did. But go on, sis. I think I did. I don't know. But how did that happen? What are you doing over there?
Oh, you saw what I did. All I did was turn it. What you mean? What was happening?
I don't
over
even
there?
touch the mic.
I was turning it so I can get up. I had to get it out the way. Oh, it's the other way. Keeping all this in. This is all Lack's fault, everybody. Everybody. Huh.
Big Ready Hawk. Is it recorded?
Yeah.
See, I told you. I know
No,
I did.
that's not what you said. You said I think so.
I think I did it.
Well, I think I did it.
I think I did it.
I know I did.
I said, I don't know if I did. I don't know.
After that last time, I can't. You were like,
oh boy, we here.
oh, okay.
So this we're gonna do right here. We back.
And